Today I'm working on my son's 2004 Pontiac Vibe. This is basically the same vehicle as the Toyota Matrix, and both the Matrix and the Vibe are built on the Toyota Corolla chassis with the same 1.8 liter engine and available in either a manual or an automatic. The problem this was having was when you would brake at a stoplight, it would make a clunk. You would get another clunk when you released the brake. The tires were wearing unevenly, excessive wear on the outside. I'll insert a quick 15-second clip after this one to show the movement I had when I diagnosed it on the car. So basically, it is lower control arm bushings. You can see this one in the back is totally gone. Fairly straightforward and easy job if you have a manual transmission. If you have an automatic, and the purpose of why I'm making this video, you got one slight problem. Let me duck under here and I'll show that to you. So this side comes out pretty good. You got plenty of room to get that bolt out. Then you have one bolt that goes up through here. That's pretty easy to get out. Then you just take a pickle fork, break the tie rod loose, and the part comes out. The driver's side, however, as you can see, there's a slight little problem. There is not enough room to get this bolt out because of the automatic transmission. Again, if it's a manual transmission car, you don't have this problem. So what the plan was to do, and what most people do, is remove the upper mount, engine mount, which requires taking out the battery tray, removing the air filter housing. Then you got, once that's loose, then you got this rear mount back here. And then you got a front mount. Hopefully you can see part of that up there. That needs to be removed to tilt the engine, to raise the engine so that you can get this bolt out. My plan was to do engine mounts on this car at the same time because it needs them, and going through that kind of work to get to the mounts, it makes no sense to me to put on used, worn out mounts. So I could not find a good source of the mounts. Most of the mounts I looked at on Amazon were a set of 4, but when I read the reviews, the rear mount, which is the main one on this car, that is the worst, did not fit properly. And they're probably all from the same, Chinese assembly line. So what my plan is now that I couldn't get the engine mounts is, instead of taking the battery out, removing that upper mount and doing all this, what I think I can do is loosen the subframe. I'll leave it attached here, right? These bolts there. I don't know where that bolt is. I did not. Oh, that bolt goes to that. Never mind. So I think if I lower the subframe, pry it down, I can get that 1 inch to get that bolt out. So I'll come back and give an update on this video. Thanks for watching. Okay, I got the bolt out. What I did here is just loosen this subframe mount. Also loosened that subframe mount. On this side, I removed the subframe mount bolt. On the top here, if I can get you a picture where I removed that subframe mount bolt. I took the pickle fork, put it in there, and just pulled down. That gave me enough room to get this bolt out of there. So much easier than removing all the motor mounts. I also removed these two bolts right here and just pried down on it, and this socket's just sitting in there just to hold it down. Not a bad job. The rest of it is very easy. Now I'm just waiting on the Amazon truck to show up. Old versus new. Guess the old ones had their mileage. Ball joints are greasable. Looks like a good part. Both sides delivered from Amazon with ball joints, $99. Not bad. Now to put it back together. Okay, just finished it up. Took it out for a test drive. No surprises. Got all the subframe bolts back in and torqued. This kit has Zerk fittings, which is nice. So for $99, it is good to go.